Good morning, Adventure Cats. How are you this morning? Okay, so I have excellent news. Lady's feeling better, which is huzzah, but we're still not out of the woods. Okay, so today we are making what is called, it's a lazy soup is what it is. This one is lazy Asian soup. And the main difference here between this and any other lazy soup is we have 1 teaspoon of the glory and wonder that is sesame oil, and we have half a teaspoon of 5 spices. So this is like an Asian 5 spice. You find it pretty much everywhere. and so these are what make it Asian. The rest of this is just straight up lazy soup. Well, that and the watercress, or water chestnuts in this case also help. So what we have here, we have about a cup of the glory and wonder that is just some fresh mushrooms that we peeled and chopped. Then we have 2 cups of mixed vegetables. And then we have 2 teaspoons of dehydrated onions. Then we have half a cup of quinoa, which I normally pronounce wrong, but that's what we got there. And we have a pinch of chili peppers. And then we have we've got 2 teaspoons of salt. And then we have roughly half a teaspoon of grains of paradise. Grains of paradise! All right, so where we are going to start is with Count Spoonchula. And in our stuff goes, yay! With extra yay on this side. Yeah, no, this soup is perfect for when you want something nutritious, you want something that's yummy, but you also you need a break. You're like, oh, life is stressful. I want to eat good food, but I don't want to put a lot of effort into it. This is the answer to your question. All right, in goes our quinoa, mama. In go our onions. In goes our beautiful and wonderful grains of paradise. If you're not allergic to black pepper, you can use black pepper instead. I use grains of paradise because I'm allergic to black pepper. All right, and then our half a teaspoon goes in. In goes the glory and wonder that is our chili peppers. And then half of the salt. We'll add the rest later. And we're also going to hold off on adding our glorious and wonderful sesame oil until a little bit later. But for right now, we're going to pour in about 2 liters of water. There it goes. Done. All right, now take your stovetop, set it to medium heat. Medium. All right, and then we're good. And now the cooking begins, and we just wait. Now, we do have one other thing waiting in the wings. We have 2 cups of rice that we've pre-cooked. Now, you have a choice. If you have some pre-cooked rice kicking around, you can stuff it in. Like I said, we're going to be adding this a little bit later. Or if you do not have anything pre-cooked, you can just stick some wild rice in, you can stick some normal rice in, or if you're not in the mood for rice at all, you can have noodles with this instead. Like, what you add to it is up to you, but our goal here is to have a grain. It is like something that gives us carbohydrate as well as the proteins. We're getting the proteins from the mushrooms, we are getting our carbohydrates from the grains, and then we are getting our green vegetables and flakes from the peas and cues. Good morning. Good morning, Mom. And then for variety, so we're getting potassium from the water chestnut. And we are also getting flavor and extra vitamins and minerals from the onions and carrots. So all in all, what we have here is something that will be nice and healthy, and like I said, minimal effort on your part. You don't have to worry about it burning. You don't have to worry about. All you have to worry about is overspicing it, which is why we're leaving the salt out until near the end. And that is because I'm going to test it and be like, does it need the extra half teaspoon? Because we know for sure it needs 1. And sometimes, depending on your water volume, sometimes you need 2. And sometimes you're just like, no, one's good. So again, don't overcommit to your salt in the beginning. That's what I'm getting at. And then, like I said, the oil, we're going to add little bit later so that it has a more strong flavor. Because one of the main things that makes this taste like that gives it the Asian flavor is in fact the glory and wonder that is our. I keep wanting to call it something else. I've been wanting to call it something else. I don't know why. I can't even like the other word. It sticks in front, but then it doesn't come out, and I forget it, and it's like this weird mental cycle. But no, I said no. So we want, like I said, we're adding this later because we want it to have a more in-your-face flavor as opposed to less. Kitchen gun blade on. Hey. You know what? If you make me a kitchen gun blade, I will use it. It needs to double as a spatula though. Or a ladle. I will take a ladle blade. Good morning. Hey. But yeah, so good news on the lady front. I've taken off the cone, and we're giving her a day to like see if she keeps like that. Like the swelling's gone on the eye. She's doing good. The medication is working, and so we're like okay. And she hasn't been pawing at her eye, so this is good. Which oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. All right. It tastes good. Like just the spices that we put together makes it taste good, and which is fantastic. Which is one of the reasons why making lazy soup is really nice, because we're not relying. Okay, you don't need to make a vegetable broth or use vegetable broth in this because the vegetables are going to add the vegetable bit. What we're relying heavily on is the 5 spices and and our salts to like give this the flavor we're going for. As you do with extra food. Okay, so your thing has been redeemed, and thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Oh, meow. Extra meow on the side. And yeah, it's like I said, this is we wait for it to come to a boil. That's it. We give it a couple minutes for the flavors to do whatever they're gonna do with the intermingling of the temperature. Basically, we're making vegetable tea, and then it'll be done. And the reason we're waiting to add the rice till the end is because if we add it at the beginning, we run the risk of it losing its shape. It'll start to it'll swell up extra big, and it'll split and stuff like that. And ideally, in this case, I'm hoping for the rice to be a little more ricey. Now, if you don't care about that, you're like, I don't care if it swells and splits, then put it in whenever you want. Because the benefit of adding it at the beginning is that it will absorb a lot of the flavor of the soup, which is nice. So, whereas if you add it at the end, the rice retains like an individual flavor, so it adds its harmony to the melody as opposed to like soaking in the melody, as it were. Aw, thank you very much for following John Hearts. And hello. but yeah, so it's just to catch you up, John, in case I'm doing really good. In case you missed the ingredients, we've got a pinch of chili pepper. Then we've got 2 teaspoons of salt, one here waiting, and the other one's already in the pot. We have 1 teaspoon of the Glory and Wonder, that is our sesame oil. We have half a teaspoon of the Asian 5 spices blend, and we have 2 cups of mixed vegetables, 1 cup of mushrooms, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the top of my head, and 2 liters of water. 2 liters of water, and that's what's in this. Oh, it's going well. And yeah, oh yes, and half a teaspoon of grains of paradise instead of black pepper, because I'm allergic to black pepper. But once again, for you could use black pepper for this. Azoo. Yeah, I'm here. I'm not anywhere else. Are we having a sound issue, John? Can you hear me? Oh, right, and quinoa. And we have half a cup of quinoa, or quinoa. Okay, I'm just gonna double check the audio and see if we're having like technical difficulties on that. He's in Kick Chat instead of the Twitch chat. Azulu. Oh, we should be good. Okay. Yeah, we should be good. So I am yeah, indeed. No, I really wish Twitch didn't have a policy against like amalgamating the chat, because I would just amalgamate it and then you could all talk to each other. It would be beautiful. Azulu. Okay. I'm just going to double, triple, quadruple check. Otherwise. Poor John, somebody else there. Alright. Right click. Oh, right, let's do this. Oh, god damn it. And the only one it doesn't send it to is freaking Twitch. Or Kick. Cruel world. Alright, there we go. Okay, I am hoping that is sorted out. Azulu with the extra Azulu on the side. But yeah, no. Sometimes doing multi-platform makes it a little complicated. Azulu. Azulu. Alright, excellent. Meow. Extra meow on its own. Alrighty. Extra okay. Alright, and yeah, no, like I said, the most complicated part about this particular dish is the waiting. And occasionally stirring it. I do. If you put ! Discord in the chat, it will bring up the community Discord that we have. Azulu. Oh, no thank you, John. I appreciate the offer, but I'm good. Azulu. Thank you. Okay. Azulu. Alright. Alrighty. So now we wait. Like I said, this is literally it. The hardest part about the lazy soup is waiting. This is where, at home, you turn on some music, you sit back, get a nice chair, relax, you read a book. Because, like I said, all you're waiting for is for this to come to a boil. And that's it. Then you add the last couple ingredients, and then we're good. Azulu. Once it's come to a boil, we are like 5 minutes away from it being done. Meow. Extra meow on this side. I appreciate the offer, John, but I already have logos. I'm good. Dude, I mean, like, I literally already had them. I've already made them. Same with avatars and all other stuff. Everything I was gonna spend money on, I've already spent money on. It's done. So while I appreciate the offer, I do not need the assistance. As one overdose. Okay. More, extra pound design. I'm gonna fill it up the carafe with some more water. This is both so that we can add a little bit more to it when it's come to a boil to like adjust the flavor, and also for tea. Yeah, because you don't, one can never have too much. As you do with extra as if we want to side. As a woo, as a woo, 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 woo. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Patience! I wonder, how long does this take to cook total? Usually about like 20 minutes, roughly. From start to finish. And we're gonna find out if that's a time dilation on my part, or if it does in fact normally take me 20 minutes, because it feels like it takes about 20 minutes. But the stream will tell us the truth. However long this video is going to be how long it actually takes to make this. Meow, meow. As you will, with extra, as you will on the side. Okay, I'm gonna turn this up to medium high. As patience. Patience is a virtue. Sometimes it's also a vice. Could say sometimes it gives you advice. So at home, if you're like, what is medium high? Okay, medium is like halfway between whatever the top number and the bottom number on your dial is on your stove. Medium high is just like half a tick up from that. So say your dial goes 1 to 12, medium would be 6, and then 6.5 is like medium high. Takes 18 minutes to cook supernova. All right, fair. As you will, as you will, as you will. So what I'm hearing is a minimum of 18 minutes. Yeah, no, it's funny with a lot of the recipes. When I look at how long the videos are afterwards, I'm like, really? That's how long it takes to make that? Doesn't feel like it. And other times, it's the other way, where I'm like, really? That's all? Because it feels like that takes 3 hours to make. Really? That was 20 minutes? Did not feel like 20 minutes. Meow. As a wee with extra as a wee on the side. Also as a wee. So yeah, it's been interesting seeing like where where I think it's going to be and where reality blend. Where you're like, Okay, one of the other things that makes us this distinctly Asian as opposed to a Western, a lazy Western suit is these guys right here. Let me find you. Come back! Come back! It's like, no, you can't be me! Here we are. It's unlucky. Ha! I've rescued it. And that is water chestnut. It is a nice crisp crunch. It's a really nice texture. It will add definition to your dish, but like I said, also potassium. Potassium, which is important. One needs it. Especially if one has been allergic to bananas, which is another like really good source. As it's surprising how many vegetables potassium is actually in once you start looking for it outside of bananas. And yes, for context, I am allergic to bananas. That was a surprise. I was like, really? Really? Bananas? I only found that one out recently, because they would, it wasn't on the list of things I was tested for back when we got tested, and 2, I didn't eat them very often. Like I only ate them if I got like cramps like, for many years, so it didn't seem like a thing. But yeah, no, ate a whole bunch because I was like making banana bread, cakes, and all kinds of other stuff. So I figured why not? And it turns out, yeah, no, it was a good thing I only ate it in moderation over the years. Also, a better thing that you can get potassium from stuff like squash and the watercress and water chestnuts, which are two individual things, by the way. They look the same, but they're different. I realize they look the same once they're in a pot. But yeah, I am glad. I'm very glad because it was like a woo. So yeah, so even if you're allergic to things like bananas, you can still have a very potassium-rich diet without having to take supplements. Is what I'm getting at. As you do with extra as you do. All right, we have steam, and soon we will have the glory and wonder that is the thing. Interesting, really. Really. Because, like, according to what I'm seeing over here, we're all white. Everything is white. Do you? Yeah. Okay. That has to be on Twitch's end. Have you checked YouTube? Because yeah, from the source, everything on our end is golden. Or well, actually, it's not golden, it's white. If it was golden, that would be a problem. It's one of the bad colors. It goes white, golden, and then red. Red is you're like, oh no. Oh no. Red is bad, in case you're curious. Okay, try YouTube. And see if it's happening on both of them, because if it's on both of them, it's an internet issue. If it's only one of them, then it's kick my mat over. There we go. Ah, all right. There we go. Very much looking forward to this for breakfast. Hi, thank you very much for following. It's a Zoe, and hey, how are you doing? Good morning. Meow. Aw, that's cute. It's so weird. Okay. So to catch you up, if you weren't here for the beginning, everything that this is our lazy Asian soup. It's like super. When I say lazy, I mean like literally, like at most you have to stir it periodically while it's doing its thing. Okay, so what we have in here is we have half a teaspoon of the 5-spice Asian blend that you can get like in any store ever. It's very common. It's ingredients, pain in the ass to make the spice blend yourself. Because of the cinnamon they want, but very common to buy. So then we have 1 teaspoon of salt so far. We're gonna end up with 2 teaspoons of salt most likely before we're done. Indeed. And then we have 2 cups of the glory and wonder that is just regular vegetable mix. Then we have 1 cup of diced mushrooms, and we have half a cup of quinoa, and about 2 liters of water, and a tiny pinch, of the glory and wonder that is chili, you know, like the little chili seeds. And then we have half a teaspoon of grains of paradise instead of black pepper because I'm allergic to black pepper. If you at home are using just regular black pepper and you normally have to, okay, like I said, they're interchangeable. It's just that if you're allergic to black pepper, grains of paradise is the answer. And if you're not, you go ahead and use your black pepper. Indeed. Meow. All right, and for the vegetable mix, what we have is, it's of course mushrooms with extra mushrooms on the side. Also mushroom, that's our protein. Then we have we have both the glory and wonder that is your sweet pea and just regular peas. So 2 kinds of peas. And then we have some carrots, and then we have water chestnuts, and a little bit of a little tiny bit of it's red. It's a pepper, bell pepper. yeah, no, it's like allergies get weird sometimes. Like I'm also allergic to tomatoes, so we never use any of those. Surprise, surprise. But it's interesting how it's like a tomato allergy or a nightshade sensitivity is really really common. It seems like, but like the pepper thing, yeah, no. It's indeed. Oh, and of course, and I forgot that was the last thing because you making it at home. 2 teaspoons of dehydrated onions. That's the. I was like, I looked down, like, what are the? Oh, right, onions. They're important. Now, if you're looking to replace that with you're like, what would that be if I was just using diced onions? In this case, you could do like interchangeable. You could just do 2 teaspoons of onion popped in. Like it's not a huge deal. It's just to give it a little bit more body. IBS? I'm not familiar with IBS. What is IBS? And yeah, no, I hear you on the food intolerant. You're like, as you will, as you will, as you will. Is it too chill morning? Meow. Extra meow. Oh no, what we have waiting in the wings here, in case you're curious about this, is the glory and wonder that is sesame oil. We have 1 teaspoon here, and we're just waiting for this to get mostly cooked because we want this flavor to be prominent, right? And the later you add it, the more prominent it's going to be. And as I said, we have our 2nd teaspoon of salt waiting in the wings as well. And the reason why we're waiting to add it is because the rice, when we add it in, is going to actually take a lot of rice is going to do what rice do, which is going to absorb salt, right? Aw, hearts, happy 2024 to you too, Central. Aw, and thank you for this. Oh, like that's really cute. I like the pepper with the rose. It's adorable. But yeah, no. What is IBS? Like what does that like prevent you from being able to eat? Because I'm familiar with celiac disease, and of course all the various gluten intolerances that people have, and people are just like gluten issue. You're like, okay, it's easy peasy. Well, it's not, but you know what I mean. and to conceptualize, like I see the word, I know what people are talking about. But yeah. So what is the IBS issue? Like what is it you cannot have? Okay, going. We are starting to get a simmer. Give it a second. Oh, yeah, there we go. We have a small boil going on. So we got the beginning boil. It's not a rolling boil, but it is a boil. Which means it is time. It is time for our secret ingredient. You're like, how secret can it be? Alright, so this is 2 cups of rice we've pre-cooked. And remember, like I said at the very beginning, you have a choice. You can use pre-cooked rice. And if you do, you add it near the end. You can use rice that hasn't been cooked at all yet, and if you do that, you add it at the beginning. If you don't want to have rice at all in it, that is an option. You could have noodles instead. If you're choosing to have noodles with it, though, you need to cook them separately. Like you cook your noodles separately, and then you move them into the dish at the very end. Like when you're putting it together in the plate. Oh! Really? Oh, that makes sense. So a lot of peppermint free. Peppermint. Peppermint is the answer. I got you. Yes, very secretly. See, we very secretly had rice. Okay, for this it was just straight up jasmine rice. Sometimes I use Calrose rice. I never use sticky rice for this. Although sometimes, if I'm in the mood for it, this recipe I'll put wild rice in, and if I'm using wild rice, I add it at the very beginning and add another 20 minutes to the cook time at the end. Because it takes like at least 40 minutes for wild rice to go from unedible to edible. So yeah, see, like your rice choices on this one are pretty open. Or like I said, if you want to have noodles in it, you could do vermicelli noodles or the egg noodles. Once again, depending on what food sensitivities you have. And either way, if you're doing noodle, or you could do little, the little pasta noodles, like in chicken noodle soup. But like I said, if you're doing that, you must cook the noodles in a separate pot, strain them, rinse them, and then put them in the bowls. So, and then you pour the soup over top of the noodles, and this prevents the noodles from affecting the flavor of the soup or getting the extra starches in the soup, because like that's gonna make a difference. That's gonna make a difference. Yes, it is. This is one of the recipes that lives in my head. When I was putting it together this morning, I was like, I want this, and this, and that, and there we go, good. I'd rather move down. Hey Pam, how are you doing? Oh wait, that's me mom, on YouTube, I think. It is! I have, actually. I have, okay, so the first cookbook I wrote is called No Chicken Soup for Your Soul. because I thought it was funny. Not everybody will get the pun though. Because I'm allergic to chicken, right? So it's a vegan, vegetarian, it's a veg note. So I have a no chicken noodle soup. Oh, my YouTube isn't working in the links below? It's not? Oh, okay. Let me fix that. Give me like half a second, and I will give you like the direct link to because I have like 3 different YouTubes. Well, more than 3, because I've got one for virtual reality, one for cooking, and one for pancake gaming, like flat screen. So I'll get you the cooking one specifically. Give me half a second. Okay. I think I have this bookmarked, but I don't. Oh wait, no, I do. I totally do. I haven't. I is the smart. Here we go. As you move, just for you. Okay, no, that's okay. As you move. But here, all the links are in the Discord. There you go. So there you go. That is our community Discord. Azoo. Thanks, Mom. Alright. Alrighty. Yeah, no, I used to be doing, like, I discovered recently that Stream Elements will let me actually have, like, the individual channels up, and I didn't have to pour it all into one channel. So I used to be pouring it all into Ferocious Meow, but that was, like, cooking, gaming, and everything. And now I've separated it out, so we got little Laboos. Zero to be like, why is there only 8 videos? It's like, well, because I only figured out recently that I could do this. But yeah, so I'm assuming that you've, like, talked to your doctor and they've given you the, like, because there's peppermint pills, like they for irritated bowel, and they like, from what I've been told, they work really, really well, and and they make an excellent breath mint. They're really good. Okay, I was having tummy troubles once. My stepmom gave me some, and I read the ingredients on the back because, it's important for me to know. I'm like, this is just peppermint oil. I was like, wait a minute. And so, like, I can't remember if it was on purpose or by accident the first time I bit into one, but my breath was fresh for like a week. Like a whole week. Like, of course, still toothbrush in the middle, but like it would it saturated like into me lungs and stuff like this. So like literally like every breath was peppermint for. Okay, so YouTube's good. It's the Twitch player having issues. Okay, so it's Twitch. Twitch is having. Indeed. No, I was impressed. I was like, wow. I was like, these are my new breath mints. You know, they also, you know, grate on the tummy, but totally. Okay. It is now time for us to add our beautiful and glorious sesame oil. You like to chat on this? You're adorable. Yeah. you know, if Twitch would relax that policy, we wouldn't have these confusion things. All good, it's a story. And you're welcome, and thanks for watching. And I hope you find the food that I have up on YouTube helpful. Like, if it wasn't good, I will absolutely be like, this was terrible, don't do this. You'll notice the big failed stamp on something if I'm like, that was awful. But otherwise, yeah, like, we've actually got two, like, because I don't know, does irritable and does it gluten become an issue with you or no? Because if it does become an issue, I finally have two sets of cookies that taste good that are gluten-free. I am not an hour late, damn you, Totem King. Yeah, but good night, or good day, good after day, Zoe. As a woo. Yeah, no, I've had to adjust the timetable, Totem King, because of like the lady continues to lady, and so I continue not to get enough sleep. So I've like added a couple of hours in as padding, or well, an hour and a half in as padding, so that maybe, just maybe, I can get a humanly necessary amount of sleep. Okay. Little bit more salt. Not too much though. And we're going to add in a touch more water. As a woo. I am totally living my cat. I had to give her a bath last night. Again. Again. Oh, it depends. It usually goes pretty quick in the house because it's delicious. But let us say I was making this to save for later. Then what I would do is I would take it and I would put it, like, I'd wait for this to cool, and then I would take it and I would put it in 2-cup containers, because about a serving is 2 cups of this, yeah? And then I would freeze them, because this is completely freezable. and then I'd be having as much as, aw, yay, Totem King, anniversary! Before mine starts. Oh, that's fair, Mr. St. Games. I'm glad that YouTube is like working. Yeah, I don't know why Twitch is being weird today, but like some days it's weird, some days it's not weird. Oh, that's fair. But yeah, so like I said, so for making it to prep, this is about, I think you get about 4 out of it. About 4 servings, roughly. If I've watered it down a lot, as many as 6. That's fair, Totem King, you're all good. But yeah, so it is looking it up. Okay. Yeah, a little more of the salt. Okay. Alright, so we're going to use the full 2 teaspoons. And if needed, we'll add just a little more water. But yeah. Oh, it's almost ready. It's almost ready! As a whoop. Yeah, so if you're just making it for yourself and you're freezing it, you probably get about 6 days of food out of it. Or 6 meals, you know what I mean? If you're making it for the fam, don't expect it to last long enough for you to be able to have more than like a day's worth of leftovers if you're lucky. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, fair, Code King. Well, bear in mind that it's almost food time. Oh, good thing you live by yourself. Fair. That is fair sentiment. Okay, here we go. All right. I have wonderful news. It's ready. It is ready. It is time to serve our lazy soup. Lazy soup. All right. Alrighty. Okay. As you will. Yeah. That means you guys, those of you for YouTube, get to chase me around today from channel to channel. So I've got 3. And today we're using them all, ironically. As we're doing the cooking on the cooking channel, and then we are doing the glory and wonder that is this one of Gods Unchained on the Pancake Games channel, and then I Expect You to Die 3 on the VR channel. As do we. I'm excited. I mentioned that I got I Expect You to Die for Christmas, and the kid, my kiddo gave it to me. It was very sweet. I was like, oh. So we are going to start our adventure in basically you guys getting to watch me try to solve puzzles. Get frustrated because I can't figure shit out. It's gonna be fun. Oh man. Okay. Extra okay on design. Okay. Now, if you were packing this up in plastic containers, because like I said, here's our 2 portions for people, and then we still, as you can see, we still have plenty. Yeah. Where was I going with this? Right, wait for it to cool completely before you put it in plastic. If you're putting it in plastic containers, just you can either put it in the fridge till it's cool, or you can just leave it out, let it sit. If you're leaving it out, letting it sit, this means this is no longer lazy. This has become, oh my god, I have to watch it so that I make sure that. Whereas you guys put it in the fridge, let it chill, and then once it's cold, take it out and put it into your containers for later. Because that will save you lots and lots of time and effort. Alrighty. I'm gonna take one of these upstairs. I will be right back. Oh, actually, which one of these? Yep. I will be right back. That's right back on the side. Okay. Apparently there was an add-on while I was talking about the plastic container, so let me just revisit that. If you're putting soup, if you're putting anything that you made that's hot into plastic containers, be they Ziploc containers, be they containers like these ones, or your traditional, I forget what they're called, Rubbermaid stuff. And now the person I didn't even mention. All the ways. You're adorable. You want the microplastics in your body though. You do you. Alright. So you're adorable. Okay. Give me a second here. We're gonna do the thing where we take photos of the food. Thank you, Dorothy. Alright, so step 1 is we're going to get this out of the way. Give me a sec. As you do. Cha-cha. Okay, step 2. Oh god, I wish, the only thing I do not have for my Asian food accoutrement is Asian spoons. I really want some. Okay, so the irony in that is I never find any I like. I'm like, what would be great? the spoon sits down on their own. They're fantastic. And then I look at all the patterns, and I'm like, but I don't think any of the patterns. Like, ideally, eventually, Calamity Ware, which is like who makes these, this specific bowl, and these dishes, will eventually come out with an Asian spoon, and it'll match the set. And I'll be like, yay! Because, like, I love these little guys, little teddy bears and stuff. Like, it's basically Blue Willow, but done in calamities. Aw, thank you for the follow towards that. Alright. Alrighty, ready. So now I'm going to teach you all about a small thing called food photography. Now, one of the easiest ways to make your food look good is tilting it, believe it or not. As you do. So what we do is I have a little tiny, this is silicone muffin mold. And what we do is we're going to take this and we're just going to tuck it underneath here so that we can tilt our soup. And we're going to be taking pictures from that direction. So I'm just making sure we're going to line it up so it looks all nice from this way. As you will. Second thing, of course, is make sure that your counter's all pretty. You notice little scuffs or anything, like, smooth those out. Because, well, cameras don't lie, right? They fib a little, but they don't lie. Alright, and then second, clear the area, because you're going to want to make sure that everything is good. Okay, so give me a second. Chat's going to go away for this next part. As it will, and it'll be back in a second. Okay, and then the third thing is portrait mode. Oh my gosh, portrait mode. I cannot stress enough if I have not mentioned portrait mode. Let me mention portrait mode. Portrait mode! Okay, so that's thing number 3. Thing number 4 is take more than one photo. Take at least 6. At least 6 from both the upright and the side. And the reason why you were doing this is because if you take 6, odds are you'll like one. Odds are you'll like one. Like every day you guys see me take photos of food, and you know, like I most put up 1 or 2, because the rest of them I'm like, no, that one's good. And so, yes, you never know which one you're gonna like, is what I'm getting at. So give yourself as much opportunity to like the photos as you possibly can. And you do that, but also doing the angle. See how I've got this tilted here? Doing it again from the other side, because I don't know what I'm going to like. And then from straight up, because that is it. And then once again, wide angle shot. From the bottom here, too wide. Okay, so we're gonna go up a little bit. Ba-doop. Straight up like so. And then once again, angling it. Angling it. And then straight up and down. As you will, as one who is. That's the way, we like it. Okay, so between all of these, odds are I'm gonna like one. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I hate them all. But we have given it the opportunity to be like, as it will. Oh, photography? Okay. Portrait mode is definitely a wonderful thing, and I tell you. And no likes. Oh, that's fair. No, that is fair. It's so woo. Now you know the secret. Sento. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you like it. As it will. As what it was. Okay, bringing everything back. Oh, and I'm gonna dig in. Indeed. Like when I eventually put up the photo of the food, because like if you follow me on Twitch and all that stuff, after we made the food, you get to see the food up close and everything. All right. Oh, soup, glorious soup. Oh, nice. Oh, have you been doing that one through Mori or whatever it was? Or have you been participating in Terry's thingy? Mobius? Ah, cool. This is the stuff. Oh, yeah, extra bail on the side. So once again, I'm going to catch everybody up. This is 2 cups of mixed vegetables, 1 cup of mushrooms, a dash of chili pepper, a Azubu, 1 teaspoon of the glory and wonder that is sesame oil, 2 teaspoons of salt, a half a teaspoon of the 5-spice Asian blend, and 1/2 of a cup of quinoa. And that is all there is in this. And that's it. That's all. And like I said, as you saw, this is a very lazy soup. It's really easy to make. Oh, and rice. Also rice. Don't forget the 2 cups of rice. And the water, I guess. Like, worked out to what? 2 liters and about an extra 2 cups. Zulu. And question away. Do I live in Asia? I do not. I do not. I live in the Canada. Okay, the 2 things that make this soup, actually there's 3 things in this soup that give it the Asian flavor. 1, the Asian 5-spice blend. 2, the sesame oil. And 3, the water chestnuts that are a part of our vegetable mix. So those 3 things together give this a really distinctly Asian flavor. If I was going to make lazy soup and not have it be Asian, I would not include those 3 things. Those 3 things would be swapped out for a different spice blend, and I would use a flavorless oil instead of one that like packs a punch. You had cats. Damn you, Totem King. You're welcome for making you hungry. I'm here for you. Totem King may have stuck his foot in his mouth. We'll see how this goes. Ah! So good. And once again, remember you can swap out the rice for noodles. You can either use the egg noodles, the vermicelli noodles, or I'm probably pronouncing wrong. I've probably been pronouncing that wrong my whole life. Or your traditional like Western noodles. But remember, if you're using the noodles, you have to cook them separately. That's a different pot, and then you would take the soup and pour it over the noodles after they had been strained and put in a bowl. What? Nah, man. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. All of this is really simple to find. Like, although bearing in mind that I do, like, because where I live, it's very, very multicultural, so getting all the spice blends and stuff like that, pretty simple. I have the dial, wait a minute, Instacart. Instacart, we have the local Asian food store is on Instacart, and I can order directly from there if I want something specific. Oh, what? Just because it's edible doesn't. That's fair. That reminds me of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, one of the more recent ones. If everything in this room is edible, including me, but that, my children, would be cannibalism. I botched that quote, but you get what I mean. Get what I mean. But yeah, no, it's like I said, it's really easy to make, and it's like lazy soups are generally easy. Like it's like the whole point of them is to be lazy, so you like minimal work. Like if I was going to make like a lazy Western style one, I'd probably do. Well, it depends on what I was feeling. If I was feeling mushroomy, we'd go with the mushroom broth. If I was feeling like non-mushroomy, we'd skip the mushrooms and use something like tofu or something else along those lines as our protein. Because the goal here, aside from being lazy, is to make this a complete meal, right? Here we're getting our protein from the mushrooms, right? We're getting our carbohydrate from the rice. We are getting our green vegetables from both of the different peas, and our various other minerals and what have yous from the carrots and the watercress. Or water chestnuts, not watercress. There's no watercress in this. This is water chestnuts. Oh. Really? You've never thought of Canada as a multi-fruit? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Same, but yeah, no, it's seriously multicultural. It's um, okay, so Canada kind of went about the multicultural thing where we all get our own slice of the pie, and everyone's slice of the pie is equally valid. So we've got like Chinatown, and then we have Little Italy, and then we've got like the areas of the town where it's like very Tagalog and very like it just depends on like what area you're in. But and some of them blend. There are places where we blend, but we all it's fun because it means that we have like all the markets with all the foods. And it's the exercise. It's the exercise that keeps me in shape. The food is rich enough that if you ate it without exercising, you would get a little fat. Oh yeah, no Asian people. Yep, indeed, that it does. That it does. I'll have to put it on the list because that's pretty simple to remember. So make correctly. Oh no, I've made a mess. I've made a mess. Okay. Okay. All right, so for those of you watching on YouTube, we are about to switch over to Hearthstone. So if you want to switch with me, just at the top where you put in the URL, change it from ferocious.cooks to ferocious, then just put a capital P and a capital K at the end, and I'll switch you over to the right channel. For those of you who are watching on Kick in YouTube, or not Kick in YouTube, Kick in Twitch, oh my god, words. Give me a second. You don't have to go anywhere. I'm going to switch us over and do the thing and the stuff. Is it really insane? That's awesome. That is awesome. Cause yeah, no, the idea is to get everyone gets to be themselves, and we get so much good food because of that. So much good food. Well, I'm biased about the food, but I dance. I've been dancing, and it's been fun. It's the guy whose videos I've been following. It's Mike Beals. And yeah, no, it's hip hop. I never thought I would do hip hop dancing, but it's really, really good at burning fat. Like, oh my god. Okay, so give me a second. I'm gonna switch us over to Hearthstone. And once again, for those of you on YouTube, if you want to continue watching, I will see you on Ferocious PK. And if not, I will see you tomorrow for more food. And for that, like I said, for those of you on Kick and on Twitch, just give me a sec. We're gonna do this channel swapperoo and we'll be good to go. Alright, so we load up Hearthstone. It's happening now. And then as soon as it's up, we'll be good to go. Okay. Give me one second to do this. And do. Alright. Alrighty. It's coming. We're just waiting for it to load. Alright, until then, I'll keep you company. Hi. Oh. Okay, now I have a serious question. Does anyone know what this bloody spoon is called? It is my favorite spoon. I don't know its name. I have dubbed it the Holy Spoon of Antioch. but I genuinely cannot remember what it is called. I don't even know if there was a time I knew its name, but I love this spoon. It is so great for deep frying and for blanching stuff. Like, it's seriously my favorite spoon. Okay. Hearthstone should have loaded, so just give me a second and we're gonna do the switcheroo. It is loaded! Fantastico! What? It's called a drum roll. Fair. Okay. So we are shutting down the Ferocious Cook, so turning on Ferocious BK. Give me a second. Meow.